Hello and welcome to this yoga for core activation. We're going to start in a seat. You might choose to sit onto a block. One way that we can really engage the core is by working with our breath. So let's start here with breath. Finding a comfortable seated position for a moment. If it feels okay, let's close off the eyes. Start to bring awareness to the breath. Slowly breathing in and out through your nose. And then noticing if you can allow your inhale to get a little bit bigger each time you breathe. Letting your exhale be natural. Now as you exhale, let's see if you can really press all of the air out of your diaphragm by squeezing your core muscles, pressing the belly in, pressing the diaphragm up. And then the inhale brings in so much air, filling up all the way to the top. Exhale presses it all out using the core. Do that a few more times. Now we're going to find a breathing technique called Durga Pranayama, meaning 3-part breath. So next time you're at the top of your inhale, let's hold there. And then as you exhale, you're going to let the air go out at the top of the chest, and then the rib cage, and then the belly squeezes in using that core. And as you inhale, it's opposite. So inhale into the belly, ribs, heart space. Exhale, heart, ribs, belly, use the core. A couple more times. Inhale, belly, ribs, heart. Exhale, heart, ribs, belly. Inhale, belly, ribs, heart. Hold at the top. Really expand through the lungs, through your hips, through your shoulders. Take in a little bit more air. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Lovely. Gently drop your chin down towards the chest and then start to open up your eyes. Lifting your chin, we'll inhale, reach both hands high up overhead. And then as you exhale, reach the hands forward, come onto your tabletop position. Bring your hands right underneath your shoulders and your knees underneath your hips. Starting to find some cat-cows, we'll inhale, cow pose. Drop your belly, lift your heart, open through the chest. Exhale, cat around through the spine. Press through the back of the heart space, drop your chin towards your chest. 2 more, inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. 1 more, inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. Inhale, come to a neutral spine position. We'll tuck your toes underneath your feet, and then finding the balance in the hands and the toes, gently hover your knees up off of the ground. Keep the spine nice and long, finding that first initial core activation here. Reach through the crown of your head. And then nice and slow, shift your hips back towards your heels and then all the way up. Maybe you keep your knees bent as you find Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Pressing into your hands, lift your tailbone up towards the sky. As you inhale, shift yourself forward, find your high plank position. You might need to walk the hands forward a little bit to be right underneath the shoulders. Option to drop your knees down to the earth, and then we lower all the way down to the ground. So when we talk about core activation, we're talking about both the front and the back and the sides here. So getting into all of those positions, let's untuck the toes, press your toenails down into the earth. And then inhale, find your cobra pose, little to no weight in the hand, just squeeze through the glutes and your back, lifting your heart space, feeling the strength of your back body. Exhale, lower the heart space down. Starting gentle here, we'll add as we go. Inhale, cobra lift, maybe pressing a little more weight into the hands. And exhale, release. One more, inhale, cobra. And exhale, let it go. Press yourself all the way back to your child's pose. Hips to heels at the back of the mat. Reach the hands forward, open through the heart space. Take a few breaths here. Slowly bring your shoulders back up on top of those wrists. And then because we'll be doing a lot of planks and side planks here, let's warm up through the wrists first. So bring your fingers out to the side and then gently start to rock your shoulders over those fingers, stretching through the wrists. Maybe you add some circles to it, rolling the hips back and around and going the other way. Bringing your shoulders through center. Maybe you can spin your fingertips to face the knees. If that doesn't feel good, you can walk the hands closer to the knees. And you can start to shift your weight back, hips towards the heels as you stretch through the fronts of the wrists. Let's gently shift the weight all the way back to the heels. Hero's pose. Let your hands lift, interlace your fingers, and then roll out through the wrists a little bit. Just give them some love here. Okay, come up onto the shins. Inhale, reach your hands high up towards the sky. And then as you exhale, bring your hands forward. We're gonna shift back. So keep that long diagonal line. Hip shift back, shoulder shift back. So you should be a diagonal from your knees out the crown of your head. You hold here, engaging the quads. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, inhale, lift, bring the hands up overhead, and then exhale, dive back down into your tabletop position. Ground down into your left knee, kick your right foot back. Find that engagement. And then press down into your right hand, reach that left hand forward. Finding the strength in the back body. As you exhale, tap your elbow to your knee underneath you, round through the core. Inhale, reach, extend. We're gonna do something a little bit different. So as you exhale, cactus your left arm, bring your right knee to your right shoulder. Hold here for a moment. Inhale, reach, extend. Doing that breath to movement, both actions. Exhale, bring it underneath you, elbow to knee. Inhale, reach. Exhale, cactus the arm, right knee to right shoulder. Inhale, reach. One more time, each thing. Exhale, elbow to knee, bring it under. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to shoulder, cactus the arm. And inhale, reach. Okay, now we're gonna shift both the leg and the arm 45 degrees. So kind of coming out in that diagonal, and we're just gonna hold here. Breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Plant your left hand. Bring your right foot all the way out towards the right, and then gently drop the inner edge of that right foot down to the earth. As we inhale, we're gonna reach the right hand up overhead towards the sky. As you exhale, you're gonna thread the needle, but keep the right arm hovered underneath. Really using that core to reach as far as you can. 2 more times with the breath. Inhale, reach. Exhale, thread. 1 more. Inhale, reach. And exhale, thread. Inhale, reach. We're gonna come up onto that left knee, so reach your right hand back behind you, left fingertips go forward. And holding here, see if you can use the core to twist as deep as you possibly can. Your hips are kind of stuck where they are, so you have to use the core here to find that twist. Twist as deep as you possibly can for 3, 2. On 1, bring both hands up overhead, square your shoulders to the front of the mat. See if you can lift this right foot. Find that balance and then plant it in front of you. Finding gate pose to the back of the mat, let your left heel swing behind you. Bring your left hand to the back of the mat as you extend that right foot forward, inside edge of the foot drops down. Bring your right hand to the back of the head, and you might keep the left knee down, or if you want more core activation, swing your left ankle to your right knee. Inhale, lift that right elbow. Exhale, tap your right elbow to your left knee. 2 more, inhale, lift. And exhale, tap. 1 more, inhale. And exhale. Option to hold here, option to kick that left foot straight out in front of you. Squeeze elbow to knee for 3, 2, 1. Bend the knee if you straightened it. Lift the right elbow, drop your left knee if you brought it up. And then plant your right hand next to the left hand. Let your left heel spin underneath you as you press into the hands. Slide your left foot back to meet the right high plank, and then lower yourself all the way down to the earth. Flip to the tops of your feet, bring your hands out to a cactus. Keep your head down, and then next inhale, we're gonna lift the arms up off of the ground. So engaging just the shoulders, that back body. Inhale, reach your hands forward. Again, forehead stays down. Exhale, cactus the arms. 2 more, inhale, reach. Exhale, cactus. 1 more, inhale. And exhale. This time, lift the head, lift the heart. Maybe reach your hands back towards your heels and lift the feet for modified locust pose. Engaging the back body, we're here for 5, 4, 3, 2. On 1, plant your hands and then press your hips back to your heels. Child's pose. If your shoulders need a rest, swoop your hands back by your heels and give yourself a little break. Taking a few big deep breaths. If you reach your hands back to your heels, let's reach them back in front of you. Inhale, bring your shoulders on top of those wrists. We're gonna tuck our toes again, hover the knees. And then we're gonna start to swing the knees right and left. So as you inhale, swing the knees right, use that deep core, keep your shoulders stable. And then exhale, bring your knees through center, they hover. Inhale, bring the knees over to the left, find that twist. Exhale, bring them through center. Let's do it a few more times, breath to movement. Inhale, right. Exhale, center. Inhale, left. Exhale, center. Inhale, right. Exhale, center. Inhale, left. Exhale, center, hold. Start to shift your hips back to your heels and then roll your hips up and back, downward facing dog. This time, inhale, look forward and between your hands. As you exhale, take little baby footsteps, walk your feet up to your hands at the front of the mat. Ragdoll pose, bend the knees deeply, release the head, shake out the spine. Bend your knees even more, and then 1 vertebrae at a time. Let's roll all the way up to stand, Tadasana, mountain pose. Shrug out the shoulders. As you inhale, reach your hands high up towards the sky. Interlace your fingers, but keep the pointer fingers out and thumbs out. Lift and expand through the inhale, and then as you exhale, dive over to the right, big left side body opening, core engagement here. Maybe you look up underneath your left armpit. We're here for a few deep breaths. Inhale, come up through center. Exhale, we go the other way. Stretch over to the left, open through that right side body. Maybe look up underneath that right arm. And inhale, bring it all the way up. Exhale, cactus your arms open through the heart. Inhale, reach through your fingertips. Exhale, dive forward, fold, let it go. Inhale for your halfway lift, lengthen through your spine. Exhale, plant your hands and walk your feet back to your high plank position. Holding here for a few breaths. Press into your hands, lengthen through the spine. Make sure your heels, your hips, and your head are in the same diagonal line. Find the breath. Next inhale, we shift the heels forward. Nice and slow, move through chaturanga, go all the way down to the belly. Flip to the tops of your feet. This time we're gonna bring the hands to the back of the head. Lift your elbows up towards the sky, and then inhale, lift the heart space up. Press into the tops of the feet. As you exhale, we're gonna tap that right elbow down, but keep the shoulders lifted. Inhale, come through center. Exhale, tap your left elbow down. Inhale, come through center. Exhale, tap right. Inhale, center. Exhale, tap left. Inhale, center. One more time each side. Exhale, right. Inhale, center. Exhale, tap left. Inhale, center. Maybe you reach your hands back behind. Again, maybe you lift the feet for that modified locust, squeezing the glutes in the back body. We're here for 4, 3, 2. On 1, plant your hands underneath the shoulders, press your hips back to your heels. Child's pose. Option to swoop the hands again back by the feet, resting here for a few moments. If you swooped your hands back by the feet, let's reach them forward. Find tabletop, bring your shoulders back on top of the wrists. Ground down into your right knee, kick your left foot back. Ground down into your left hand, reach your right hand forward. Lengthen through your toes and your fingertips, and then exhale, squeeze it in, tap your knee to your elbow underneath you, round through the spine. Inhale, reach, extend. As you exhale, we're gonna cactus the right arm, tap your left knee to your left shoulder. Inhale, reach. Exhale, bring it under, elbow to knee tap. Inhale, reach, extend. Exhale, left knee, left shoulder, cactus the right arm. Inhale, reach. Exhale, elbow to knee, underneath. Inhale, reach. Last one, exhale, cactus the arm, left knee to left shoulder. Inhale, extend. Now we're gonna bring that right arm to 45, bring that left leg out to 45. We hold for 5, 4, 3, 2. Keep the left leg where it is, plant the right hand. Bring your left foot outside that left hip, all the way to the side of the mat, inside edge of the foot drops down. Ground down into your right hand, inhale, reach the left fingertips high. Exhale, swoop your left fingertips underneath the heart space, reach over to the right, use the core to twist as much as you can. 2 more, inhale, lift. Exhale, swoop and hover. 1 more, inhale. And exhale. Inhale, reach the left fingertips up. Ground down into your right knee, let your left fingertips pull you up, shoulders stack on top of the hips, reach your right fingertips forward. So your hips are kind of stuck where they are, so use the core, twist the shoulders as deep as you can. Breathing into the twist, reach through your fingertips, twist a little deeper. Inhale, come through center, reach the left fingertips high. See if you can ground down into that right knee and then bring your left foot in front of you. Plant it right in front. We're even gonna find gate pose, so spin your right heel back behind you. Plant your right hand at the back, the used to be front of the mat. Kick your left foot out. Inside edge of the foot drops down. We're in gate pose with left hand reaching high. Your right knee is right underneath your right hip. Bring your left hand back to the back of the head. Option here to swing your right ankle towards that left knee for a little bit more. As you exhale, tap your left elbow to your right knee. 2 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, tap. Inhale, lift. And exhale, tap. Hold here. Maybe you kick that right foot straight. We breathe for 3, 2. Bend the right knee. Lift the left elbow, drop your right knee if you lifted it. Plant your left hand at the front of the mat with your right hand. Let your right heel spin underneath you. Gently slide your right foot back to meet the left. As you exhale, come halfway down, chaturanga. Flip to the tops of your feet. Inhale, upward facing dog, pull the heart space through. Exhale, downward facing dog, roll your hips up and back. As you inhale, look forward and between your hands. Exhale, step walk, hopper float, find that forward fold. Inhale for your halfway lift. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, upward salute, root to rise, reach tall. Interlace the fingers, pointer fingers stay out, awkward grip if you know. Exhale, stretch over to the right. Inhale, come through center. Exhale, stretch to the left. Inhale, come through center. Exhale, cactus your arms open through the heart. Inhale, reach the fingertips high. Exhale, dive over your hips, forward fold, let it go. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen through the spine. Bring your hands to your shins or your thighs. We hold here. Find a micro bend or a deep bend in the knees, whatever feels good. See if you can bring your spine to parallel with the earth. Lengthen as much as you can. And then if it feels okay, in the lower back, we'll reach the hands forward. Staying long through that spine. Again, find a micro or a deep bend in the knees if you need to. Breathe into that back body, find the core. As you inhale, we lift all the way up. Upward salute. Ground down into your right foot, lift your left knee. As you exhale, we're gonna twist to the left, right hand forward, left hand back. Again, using that core to find that deep twist. We'll do that a couple more times. Inhale, come through center, reach both hands high. Exhale, find that twist. 1 more, inhale through center. Exhale, twist. Maybe you grab the outside of the left knee with the right hand to twist a little bit deeper, lengthen through the spine as you do. Inhale, we come through center, reach both hands high. As you exhale, find your warrior 3, kick your left foot to the back. As your hands reach forward, maybe find a micro bend in that right knee, or a deep bend, whatever one you need. We're here for 5. Breathe for 4, 3, 2. High crescent on 1, bend into that right knee, drop the left foot at the back of the mat, reach the hands high up towards the sky. We're twisting the other way as you exhale, left hand forward, right hand back. Inhale, come through center, reach. Exhale, find that twist. Last one, inhale through center. Exhale, twist. Optional inhale, find the reverse, right hand drops, left hand goes high. Exhale, easy twist, plant your left hand inside of that right foot, reach the right fingertips up towards the sky. Bring your right foot back to meet your left side, plank. You can do whatever you want with that right foot. It might stack in front of the left. You might find tree legs. You might try to kick the foot up to the sky. We're gonna find our side low plank. So as you drop the right hand, come through center, bring your right forearm down onto the earth. Spin your heels over to the right and then lift the left hand. We're in our side forearm plank. Forearm plank, bring your left arm down. Find that long diagonal line. As you inhale, the hips will drop. You'll lift through the heart. They'll hover. As you exhale, lift your hips high like dolphin, but without walking the feet in. A few more times. Inhale, lower the hips. Exhale, lift the hips. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Dolphin pose, start to walk the feet in towards the elbows. And then we'll simply walk them back to our forearm plank, lowering the hips in line. Walk with the right foot each time, so right foot steps all the way to dolphin. Once you get there, hold for breath, and then right foot starts to walk yourself back to your low plank. One more time, right foot starts the walk up to your dolphin. And then it walks itself all the way back. Find that low plank. Breathe here for 5, 4, 3, 2. Sphinx on 1, lower your hips down. Ground into the forearms, roll the shoulders down and back. Squeeze your glutes, engage the legs. And then lower yourself down. Slide your hands outside of the ribs and then press yourself all the way back. Child's pose, hips to heels. Do whatever you want with the arms, taking a moment of rest. Gently bring your hands back forward. Come on to your hands and your knees for our tabletop position. Tuck your toes underneath your feet. Hover the knees up off of the ground. We're gonna spin the knees over to the right, but this time you're gonna lift the right hand and kick that left leg out. And come back through center. Find that hover. Twist the knees to the left. Lift your left hand. Kick that right foot out. One more time each side, bring that right foot through center, drop the left hand. Twist the knees to the right, lift your right hand, kick the left leg. Bring it through center, drop the right hand. Swing the knees to the left, lift your left hand, kick that right leg. Bring it through center, bring your left hand down, find that hover. We're here for 3, 2, downward facing dog on 1, roll your hips up and back. Inhale, look forward in between the hands. Exhale, forward fold, step, walk, hop, or float your feet to the front of the mat. Inhale for your halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, upward salute, root to rise. Reach tall through the fingertips. Ground down into your left foot, lift the right knee. We're finding those twists, and I'm sorry I didn't offer this on the first side, but you can always just drop the right foot if this feels like a lot for the balance here. We'll exhale, find that twist, left hand forward, right hand back. 2 more times with the breath. Inhale, come through center. Exhale, find the twist. 1 more. Inhale, come through center. And exhale, twist. Inhale, hold here rather. Bring your left hand outside that right knee if that feels good. Get a little bit deeper into the twist. Okay, now we come through center, reach the hands high. Warrior 3, start to kick that right foot back behind you, reach the fingertips forward, find a deeper micro bend in that left knee. Finding the strength through that back body, keep your right hip dropped in line with the left. Breathe. Gently bend into that left knee, drop your right toes to the back of the mat, high crescent lunge. Inhale through center. Exhale, find the twist, use the core, right hand forward, left hand back. Inhale through center. Exhale, find the twist. One more, inhale, center. And exhale, twist, hold. Optional inhale to reverse, left hand down, right hand high. Easy twist. Plant your right hand inside that left foot, lift the left fingertips up to the sky. Side plank, bring your left foot back to meet the right. Can come wherever feels best. We're here for a few breaths. And then we find our side low plank. So bring the heels through center. Drop your left forearm down to the earth. Drop your heels to the left and lift that right hand. Holding here for a few breaths. Low plank, drop your right forearm down. Same thing here as you inhale, lower the hips. Exhale, lift. Couple more, inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Last one, inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. This time we start with the left foot. Walk the feet up to your dolphin pose. And then you walk the feet back, starting with the left foot to your forearm plank. A couple more times, walk the feet up to your dolphin pose, lifting your hips. And then with the left foot, start to walk your feet back, lowering the hips down to low plank. Last time, walk your feet up to your dolphin. We hold here for a few breaths. This time from your dolphin, lower your knees down to the earth and come to stand on the shins, reach the hands high. Tuck your toes underneath your feet. We're gonna see if we can drop the hips to the heels, lift the knees, and then find boat pose. So sink the heels and the hips down to the earth and lift the legs. We'll inhale here. Exhale, low boat, kick the feet forward. Lower yourself to a hover. Inhale, bring the hands high. Exhale, bring the hands back. Inhale, high boat, lift it up. Exhale, low boat. Inhale, hands reach. Exhale, hands come back to the feet. Inhale, high boat. Exhale, low boat, last time. Inhale, hands reach. Exhale, reach the hands towards the feet. Inhale, high boat. Bring the hands to center, we twist for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it through center. Plant the feet, plant the hands, lift your hips up to your reverse tabletop. Stretching through the front body and the shoulders. Let's start to cool it down. Lower your hips down to the earth. And then slide your hands out from each other at a T. Press down into the feet. Lift your hips up towards the sky for that bridge pose. Really making sure it's through the core because we're not pressing as much through the shoulders. We're really pressing through the feet, squeezing the glutes, pressing your tailbone towards your shins. And then gently lower your hips all the way back down. Keep your hands at a T. Plant the palms out from next to you. And then bring your shins up to be parallel with the floor, so your knees are at 90 degrees. Then we're gonna drop the knees over to the right, find that twist, but keep the knees hovered. Inhale, come through center. Exhale, drop the knees to the left, keep them hovered. Inhale, come through center. Couple more times, exhale to the right. Inhale through center. Exhale to the left. Inhale through center. This time, exhale to the right. Drop them all the way down to the earth so that they're on the ground. We're gonna open up through the shoulders here. So start to lift that left hand up off the ground. It will come up right over your head. And then you'll let your left shoulder stack on top of your right shoulders. You can find kind of a fetal position. Your left hand comes to meet the right. And then slowly draw a big semicircle with the left fingertips on the ground up overhead. So the left fingertips stay on the earth as you're reopening that left shoulder up to the sky, and it comes back to that T. We'll do that one more time. Slowly start to lift that hand up overhead. Clap your left hand on top of the right hand. And then make that big semicircle with the left shoulder opening up. Stay in that twist. Find some relaxation, some big deep breaths. Ground down into your hands and then slowly bring those knees up through center. And drop them over to the left. Let them drop all the way down to the earth. Same thing here, we'll open up through that right shoulder. So start to lift the right hand up overhead, letting your right hand come on top of the left hand as your right shoulder stacks on top of the left. And then draw a big semicircle with those right fingertips up overhead, reopening through that right shoulder. One more time, start to lift that right hand up overhead. Bring your right hand to meet the left hand. And then we'll take that big semicircle, opening up through the shoulders, letting your right shoulder drop, holding here for a few breaths, allowing the body some relaxation. Slowly bring the knees up through center. Pull both knees into the chest, give yourself a big squeeze, pull your chin towards your chest. And then release, find Shavasana pose, extend the legs, extend the arms, maybe scoot your shoulders underneath the heart space. Ending with a big deep breath together, take a big inhale to fill. And open mouth, exhale, let it go. Allowing yourself to sink into this final relaxation. As always, if you have the gift of time today, I encourage you to stay here a little bit longer. When you're ready to come out, do so slowly, gently, intentionally. Thank you so much for practicing with me today.